Hello, everyone. This is Reverend Catherine Morrow with Wellness in Christ, and our biblical tip of the day comes from Romans chapter 9, verse 8, and it goes like this. This means that it is not the children of the flesh who are the children of God, but the children of the promise are counted as descendants. So, our biblical tip of the day today is adoption. And many people who know me know I was adopted, and I was placed in the most perfect home. I was placed for people that prayed for me, that literally prayed that I would come into their life. And uh, so, so even though I didn't grow up with my biological parents, I grew up with my real parents, the parents who were the ones that were chosen to be my parents. And, many times, I've had many clients. So, what comes with adoption so often is that you feel less than, you feel like abandonment, and you go through these different issues because as a child, you really don't understand that, or at least most children don't understand. And back in the day, it was a big secret. So there wasn't a lot of spoken, truth and everything else. So, it was this huge, huge secret. And so you just felt like, oh my gosh, even though I knew that my parents who I was with were my true parents, I really honestly knew that, but I still carried these different feelings that, I wasn't worthy, and and of abandonment. I couldn't get around that, as a child, because first off, it was never discussed in my house. Priest told my parents not to tell me until I was 18, but I knew from the time I was 5, and I never had anybody that I could talk to about that. And I loved, as a nurse, I worked in infertility, and it was so beautiful to see the open adoptions that weren't secret, and how, my clients were able to, you know, be there at the birth of their baby that they were receiving. So it was a total different experience. They had openness with the birth mother, and, their child could connect with the birth mother, but knowing that, that these are my real parents who I've been placed with. So I believe that, God is saying that it doesn't matter if it's genetic, but it's the promise. It's the promise that I'm the parent. It's the promise that you've been chosen. It doesn't matter if you come from the family line or not, that you've been chosen. And I always felt so blessed that I was really chosen. And later on in life, I got to meet my birth mother, which has been a beautiful, amazing experience. And I love her so much for what she did for me. And, we have a great relationship. But the first thing she said to me when we met was, remember, those are your parents. I'm not. I'm the person that just gave birth to you. And maybe now she feels a little different as we've gotten to know each other, and, my parents have, passed, and everything. I know that she holds a great love for me, as any parent would. But, I know that she was grateful that I was placed with a family that loved me so, so, so much. I remember my youngest brother, who I was raised with, um, my cousin once said in secret that I was adopted, and my brother took him by the shirt and said, "Don't you ever say that again. That's my sister." And he still feels that way to this day. And it doesn't matter that we're not blood related. He is my true brother who would stand before anyone and say, "That is my sister," and don't ever say anything less than that. So I think God is saying that in this text, that He wants you to know that even if you didn't come from the bloodline of His chosen people, that you believe and you are the promise. You are his promise. And so it doesn't matter if it's bloodline or not, you are his child and will always be that child. And he will definitely protect and fight for you to the end of time. So that's the same way that I felt with my adoptive parents, and I am just so grateful. I'm looking at a picture of them right now, and matter of fact, maybe I'll show everyone. And these are the beautiful people that raised me and loved me beyond anything. Wow, emotion comes in because I'm just so grateful that, I had these two people that prayed so hard for me and that would have done anything and did do everything for me. They really put me up on this pedestal, and they were just grateful that I was in their life as I am grateful that they were in mine. So anyway, this is Reverend Catherine Morrow with Wellness in Christ and on adoption. And if any of you out there are adopted and just don't feel loved or don't feel are going through these feelings of unworthiness or abandonment, I do work with clients with that to help heal that. So you can contact me anyway. But I just want to say I love you all, and I am grateful for God's promise that I don't have to be genetically connected. I am his promise. So God bless. Have a beautiful day.